Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing this 1/4 scale BJD art doll from artist Rap1993. In this video, I'll review the doll body as a professional doll designer. I'll show you how to find the right size eyes and wigs and how to find doll clothes that fit. Rap1993 is a talented BJD artist. I've wanted one of her bunny girls for years. I put her Instagram link in the video description, so go check out all her lovely dolls. I was finally able to purchase one of her bunny girls during her sample sale last year, and I'm so happy to finally get a chance to review her. She came in this adorable carrying case. It has her logo on the cover. The fabric is already lightly padded, but I added bubble wrap for more protection. There's a pocket on the inside to store her certificate of authenticity, extra parts, and accessories. She has an extra pair of hands, bunny ears, and heeled feet. This doll also included a pair of 18mm eyes. On her website, she recommends 18 to 20mm for the eyes, which is their diameter. When I paint this doll, I'll show you how to make new eyes for her, so stay tuned for that video update. Let's review the doll. The reason I purchased this doll was for her beautiful face sculpt and unique body proportions. You don't often see dolls with such wide hips. This makes finding clothing a bit difficult, but I'll talk about that later. Let's start with her face. Her face sculpt is beautifully designed. It reflects the artist's personal style, which I already adore. She has large eyes, a little button nose, and open mouth, and on the back of her head is wrapped seal, so you know it's authentic. The faceplate attaches magnetically, which is convenient for customizing her eyes and makeup. She has a great range of motion in her neck. As you can see, you can get a lot of different poses in just her head alone. That head has a bit of trouble staying in the up and down positions, but you can fix that by adding some sueding inside of the neck joint with hot glue or moleskin pads. Her ears are also magnetic. The magnets feel pretty strong right now, but that's because I don't have a wig yet. Once you add a wig, the magnetism will feel a bit weaker, so just be careful when posing the doll after you add the wig. She has really smooth articulation in her arms, and they hold poses really well without any sueding. You can get some really expressive poses with her arms. The string elasticity is at just the right tension, but if you need to restring your doll, I have a separate tutorial for that on my channel. Sometimes when I see articulated torsos, they can only twist left to right, but you can actually get her to bend down sideways, which opens up more posing options. Her hands and feet are also magnetic, which is very convenient for dressing the dolls as well as changing out her hands and feet. However, this does mean that they fall off more easily and they have a tendency to spin around the magnet. Looking at her legs articulation, the thighs can rotate side to side, and the dividing line in her knee is pretty seamless, which makes her look great while standing. The articulation allows her to fully bend her knee so she can sit on her knees. As a professional doll designer, one thing I always look for is if the doll can sit properly. So let's put her on a chair to see how it looks. As you can see, her hips don't bend at a 90-degree angle, so her torso is tilted back a bit. You can make her sit more upright if you have a taller chair. You can also make her sit on her knees like this. I think this pose is kind of cute. Now let's try on some wigs. When I was in Taiwan, I got these from a doll store called Doll's Villa in Taichung. They actually sell lots of beautiful BJD dolls, but when I visited their physical store, I only shopped for wigs. This is a table in the store where I was testing their doll wigs. As you can see, I went a little crazy buying wigs. On her doll info page, Rap1993 recommends a size 6 to 7 inch wig, so I'm testing this one. Doll's Villa gave me some silicone wig caps. These have a grippy surface to help your wig fit better and stay in the head. Just put the wig cap on and then the wig. Here's how she looks. I think the wig looks absolutely beautiful. Now let's try on some clothes. Here's the first outfit that I picked out for her, but I kind of don't think the wig matches, so I tried another one and I think this one looks much better. In order to dress this BJD, you need to remove the magnetic hands and also the head. Just take off the magnetic faceplate, twist the metal S-hook. Now the hook can go through the hole and you can put a shirt over the doll's head and arms. Rap1993's website has some recommendations for doll clothing sizes, but you'll need to buy tops and bottoms separately since her bottoms are so much larger than her tops. She also has recommendations for doll clothing makers that make clothes specifically for her bunny girls. So which fit do you like better, the first one or the second one? Next, I'm going to be customizing this doll, giving her new eyes and makeup. If you want to see more BJD reviews and tutorials, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time!